Today, I'm going to the faster car, which has a 5-liter V8 twin-turbo engine, designed and engineered by Koenigsegg. It is essentially an evolution of the engine developed for the Erra, now equipped with a flat crankshaft. This crankshaft weighs only 13 kilograms and allows the engine to reach 8,500 revolutions per minute. In order to reduce the vibrations caused by the use of a flat crankshaft, new connecting rods and pistons have been made, although they are made of steel, but their weight is the same as the previous titanium models, and at the same time, they are stronger. The turbochargers are also equipped with a Koenigsegg-designed air injection system that pumps short bursts of high-pressure air into the turbos to spin the turbine and reduce turbo lag. The fuel system of the engine has been redesigned, and now, instead of 2, it has 3 injectors per cylinder. According to Koenigsegg, this additional injector contributes to better combustion. Putting all of these together, we arrive at an engine that produces 1,600 horsepower at 7,500 RPM with E85 biofuel, which drops to 1,280 horsepower with gasoline. According to Koenigsegg, the reason for this power difference is the higher octane of E85 fuel, which provides higher ignition pressure. The maximum engine torque is 1,500 Newton meters at 5,100 revolutions per minute, and at least 1,000 Newton meters will be available from 2,700 to 6,170 revolutions per minute. This 5-liter VOD8 engine, which weighs only 190 kilograms, has more power density, even with gasoline, than the huge 8-liter W16 quad-turbo Bugatti. Unique gearbox. Jesko's gearbox is as extraordinary as its engine. It is an innovative 9-speed gearbox called LST that transfers all the power to the rear wheels. According to Koenigsegg, the LST makes dual-clutch transmissions look old. Conventional dual-clutch transmissions work by moving gears, and their electronic brain predicts the next required gear. The system then closes the clutch on that gear and simultaneously releases the other clutch on the gear in use. In the LST, however, no gears move, but all the gears are always engaged, and 6 separate clutches determine through which gear the power is sent to the output shaft. As a result of this design, because the gears don't need to move in place, the transmission can instantly shift from 8th to 4th gear by opening and closing the clutches. However, in a normal double-clutch transmission, doing this requires 4 separate mechanical operations. According to Koenigsegg, this gearbox weighs only 90 kilograms and is half the size of the Erra's 7-speed AMT gearbox. Another advantage of the LST gearbox is that it does not require a flywheel at the end of the crankshaft. The lack of a flywheel can be felt from the moment you touch the gas pedal. Inside, Jesko's cabin is spacious and has more legroom and headroom than previous Koenigsegg products. The windshield provides excellent visibility, and the car's almost square steering wheel is fully adjustable. Although Jesko's 9-inch touchscreen looks familiar, from the same supplier as Volvo, but its user interface is entirely Koenigsegg specific, there is no amp screen in the usual sense here, as instead, a 5-inch display is attached to the steering wheel, which is all it shows common data such as speed, engine speed, driving mode, etc. Although this screen rotates by turning the steering wheel, its graphics always remain vertical. The car we drove is the first completed pre-production example of Jesko Absolut, which is technically and visually identical to the production model, and only some final settings of its gearbox programming have not been made. From the very beginning, we changed the driving mode from normal to racing and start moving. The air injection system of the turbochargers completely reduces the lag at low speeds, and the traction in the lower gears is great. Although this engine has a volume of 5 liters and 2 turbochargers, it screams like a naturally aspirated 3-liter Ford Cosworth Formula 1 engine and feels very sharp and fast in response. From 5th to 9th gear, the engine speed increases very quickly, and you have to press the gear increase pedal as fast as you can so that the engine does not reach its rev limiter. This is the effect of the absence of a flywheel. The only other modern hypercar that's as lively around 6,000 RPM is the Ferrari Daytona SP3's naturally aspirated 6.5-liter V12. In fact, the Koenigsegg engine feels even more explosive than Ferrari's V12, and not just because it has much more power and torque. The more important reason is that all these works are done in a more compact range. The red line of this engine is 8,500 RPM, while the Ferrari engine revs up to 9,500 RPM. However, we didn't even have the maximum power of this engine because the test car used regular gasoline, which means it only gave us 1,280 horsepower. In this car, the gear change was smooth and extremely fast. Handling apart from the driving forces, the agility and stability of Jesko is also very impressive. The car feels incredibly light, and the front axle response and steering feedback are excellent. Of course, there is significant body roll when changing directions, but you can feel exactly what's going on where the tires touch the asphalt. The rear wheel steering system, which can move the wheels in any direction up to 3 degrees, helps the car to easily pass the turns of the track. The car's braking system is also immortal. With huge 16.1-inch carbon fiber discs at the front, and 15.6 inch at the rear and calipers made by Koenigsegg. Press the brake pedal all the way to stop Jesko easily, even from high triple-digit speeds. This is a hypercar that you can drive with your fingertips. Despite its size, power, and incredible speed, the Jesko Absolut is a capable and elegant car. Summary: Christian von Koenigsegg has been on a remarkable journey since founding his automotive company 28 years ago. Although he had no formal training in engineering or car design, he became a true car maker, even more directly involved in the creation of his cars than Enzo Ferrari and Ferruccio Lamborghini. Driving Jesko Absolut is like pulling back the curtain and getting a glimpse of what's going on inside Christian's head, and it really is a wonderful place.